Are you wondering what is happening in the real estate market? My name is Roxanne Govari with Pemberley Realty here in San Diego, California. And every month I bring to you the latest and greatest on what the market is doing. And here we are, and let's find out what the stats look like and see if we can interpret the market. So I am going to share my screen and let's look at the numbers. So normally what I do is pick the two zip codes of Del Mar and also 92116, which is another zip code that we operate under. We have two offices. Pemberley Realty has two offices, one in University Heights, which is 92116, and consists of the neighborhoods Kensington, Norma Heights, and University Heights, and also Del Mar. Let's see. Here we are, Del Mar, and those two are where we operate out of, the zip codes that we operate out of. So let's go back to University Heights and start there and look at the numbers. So as you can see, the numbers we are comparing two numbers. One is basically the month before, because the month that we're in right now has not finished, so we don't have those statistics yet. And then beyond that, year to date is the other statistic that we are looking at. So as you can see, new listings in 2023, in January of 2023, we had about 20 listings, and this year it looks like we're down by about one. And pendings seem to be the same. Closed sales actually seems like we actually have closed less of a sale. And then the numbers look completely skewed, and that most likely is because something has sold in the zip code that has been disproportionately higher in price. I don't want to say that the median sales price of 92116 all of a sudden has jumped to almost 2.3. Because the median sales price last year about this time was at 1.3, and now we're at almost $1 million more. I don't believe that is the case. I think what we're looking at is that we've closed probably the one that I actually sold in January for 3.2, and that has changed the stats to something that is not exactly realistic. But beyond that, actually, what you can look at is the inventory has increased a little bit. And then the numbers, the stats for the year to date for January, as you can see, it's the same exact thing as what we have for the month of January, because year to date, if you're looking at those numbers in January, then they're going to be the same. So let's look at condos, because that actually gives us a better indication of what really is going on. And what is really going on is we're basically in a market that is flat. The numbers have not really changed since last year. As you can see, it looks like we've actually gone down by about 5%. And I don't know about going down by about 5%, but we really have not increased since last year either. And now you're looking at the median sales prices. So overall MLS for the houses looks like 92116 is higher in number, and looks like in the condo market, it's actually the reverse. Condos are actually better priced in 92116 than the rest of the county. Let's look at Point Loma and see how Point Loma actually compares to our zip code of 92116, and you can see this is actually more realistic and more in line with what we've seen in the condo, at least condo space of 92116, or the zip code of University Heights, because it's those numbers are slightly below. So if you're comparing January of 2023 to January of 2024, looks like prices are slightly down, which is more of what is going on in the market. Let's look at Del Mar, and you can also see that reflection in the numbers for houses in Del Mar, and the reverse you see in the condo market in Del Mar. And what I think is happening with Del Mar is it is difficult to actually basically find out the median sales price of homes in Del Mar, especially if you're looking at a smaller set of numbers, because of the fact that Del Mar, you could have a condo at further away from the water at 600,000, and you can have a condo right on the water at 1.7. So that makes the median sales prices difficult to determine. Now, we also have the numbers to look at for Carmel Valley, or 92130. And if you're looking at 92130, you can actually see that the median sales price of homes is actually slightly up, and the median sales price of condos is almost flat. And that is actually my prediction. And of course, I'm not really a economist or an authority, but what I like to say is, based on what I see in the market, I think that we're going to have a year that's going to be flat in terms of appreciation, but it's not going to be a free fall of any kind. And I think that those are what's reflected in our statistics and our numbers as well. So there you have it. That's the long and short of it. The pricing and the prediction on what the market is going to do. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any other real estate questions or concerns, please reach out to me, whether it's in San Diego or outside of San Diego. I am happy to be of service. And if you are trying to get a hold of me, there's my phone number, and I'm always happy to answer any of your questions. There is my website. You can reach me on my email. There is my email address, and I'm also on Instagram, very active on Instagram and on social media. There is my on my Instagram handle, as well as my Facebook page. And if you are looking at this video on YouTube, I would really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That is how I spread the message, and the more likes and subscriptions that I have from you, the more I can get to spread the message and be in front of more people and provide better service. And I thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you for the next session of our videos, that starts actually at 4:30, and we're going to discuss real estate questions to expect from home buyers. I will see you then.